Hallo und herzlich willkommen zurück zu einer weiteren Folge Fate Stay Night Remastered in einer mit der Bladeworks Timeline. Und ja, wir sind ja gerade mitten im Kampf zwischen Saber und Mr. Kuzuki. Und Mr. Kuzuki wischt gerade mit Saber den Boden auf, was nicht ganz so optimal ist. Ja, plus Caster dazu könnte unangenehm werden. Everyone watches in astonishment. It's not just me and Tosaka. Even Caster, who ought to have been thrilled by a turn in her favor, stares at her own master in wonder. Saber's swift attack to Kuzuki's counter-attack. From the nightmare-like neck grab to the impressive throw, it was all incredible, even to the losing side. Saber doesn't move. She was thrown by her neck and smashed back first into the wall. Her neck injury must be fatal. On top of that, she hit the wall at a speed that was clearly meant to finish her. I don't think it killed her, but I'm sure she can move. At the least, she will be laying on the ground until the wounds on her neck and bruises all over her body heal. No, I murmur without realizing. Even though his fists were strengthened by Caster's magecraft, Kuzuki's body is still human. Who would think that he would be able to overwhelm a servant in melee combat?
Master の役割は後方支援などと決めつけるのはいいがな。
The lean figure turns.
例外は常に存在する。私のように前に出るしか能のないマスターもいるということだ。
He just proved it to us just now. Therefore, these two are their fighting roles as Master and Servant are completely swept.
何をしているキャスター？事前に言っておいただろう。後方支援をするのなら敵の飛び道具は始末しておけと。
The enemy Kuzuki stares at Tosaka. Saber is less of a threat to him than Tosaka, who can attack at a distance. So Kuzuki is wary of targeting us. He feels that mages ought to battle other mages.
どうしたキャスター？好きにしていいと言ったが。
いえ、セイバーには私が手を下します。宗一郎、あなたは残ったマスターを。
Oh, ich habe ein Scheißgefühl. He nods silently and walks towards us. Behind him, Caster faces a collapsed Saber. Okay, fairerweise muss man dazu sagen, ich kenne die Animated Blackbird Timeline schon. Die einzige Fate Stay Night Timeline, die ich noch nicht kenne, weil ich dazu einfach bisher nicht kam, ist Heaven's Viel. Die beiden anderen, die Original Stay Night und Animated Bladeworks, die kenne ich beide schon. Ich weiß aber nicht, welche potenziellen Abweichungen hier im Spiel teilweise sind von dem, die ich kenne.
ちょっと、セイバーは面食らってやられたけど、あいつのネタは分かってる。要は近づかれる前に倒せばいいんでしょ?
Tosaka slowly retreats, glaring at Kuzuki. A fight between a mage and a warrior is a fight for distance. No matter how many monstrous fighting techniques he may have, Kuzuki has no magic resistance. We can win if we can land a hit at range. Victory is ours if we can manage to cast a spell before he reaches us. Kuzuki faces Tosaka and doesn't move. Caster walks towards the wall that Saber was thrown at. That action is a mistake. There's an opening I can take advantage of, so I will. Oh, scheiße. Ich glaube, das würde mich umbringen, um ehrlich zu sein. Scheiße, ey. Ich glaube, ich muss... I will protect Tosaka. Saber isn't dead yet. Even if Kuzuki was an unexpected monster, Saber still hasn't lost yet. On top of that, Caster shouldn't be able to finish Saber off. I tighten my grip on the Bokuto in my hand. My eyes lock on Kuzuki to miss not even a blink. The moment he turns toward Tosaka, I will move between them. Knowing Tosaka, I'm sure she is going to leap to the side and shoot Kuzuki. There was no time to action. It was in an instant. The moment I thought Kuzuki's body wavered, he was in front of Tosaka. Tosaka is astonished, but she immediately points her hand at Kuzuki, and the right hand of the enemy. The hand that wrecked Saber's neck strikes her in the chest. Oh. Time seems to stop. Out of the air and Tosaka's lungs goes out from that blow. This is it. If a mage can breathe, they can cast a spell, incantation, or carry out most of their abilities. So, as she just barely managed to leap back, it seems she only had the wind knocked out of her. But the next attack, even though she jumped back, it was only a meter or so. Such a distance is inconsequential to someone like Kuzuki. I move in between them, using my wooden sword as a shield. I plant myself between attacker and prey. He thrusts his fist. I can't even see it. How did Saber dodge something like this? Oof. I desperately protect my left side. A heavy striking sound following along with the sound of my sword snapping. I see Kuzuki coming with his next attack. I'm going to die. Instinctively, I know it's coming. The strengthened wooden sword was the same as steel. If he can destroy that with one blow, then he can destroy my body no matter what, no matter where he hits me. I can't stop him. Tosaka is coughing painfully behind me. I can't see his attacks, and my only weapon was destroyed. His fist aimed precisely for my temple. Shiro Emiya will die from that hammer-like blow. I will die if I don't stop it. A weapon. I am no match for him. I need a strong weapon to make up for the difference in our strength. It closes in on my brain. I imagine myself dying. No, if that happens, I will end up dead, if I can't stop it. A weapon. I need a weapon. A weapon that won't get destroyed by him. Not a wooden sword taken in haste, but a proven strong weapon. An extraordinary weapon. Beyond my keen... Yeah. Like the one he uses. Trace on. Projection start. Then I will make them. I will make them even if it's impossible. I will make them at any cost. Strengthening and reproducing. Something that does exist and something that doesn't. I will force myself to believe that they're exactly the same. I don't have time. I can't overthink it. Fake it no matter what. I don't care if I break or lose something in the process. Faster. I don't care if it's fake. Hurry. Forget it all. I'm not the only life at stake here. If I don't hurry, if I can't stop it, Tosaka will... Oh yeah. A sight beyond hope. Tosaka speaks for me. Yup. A muffled voice. Was that Kuzuki? Something might have happened to my ears. I can't hear properly. No, not just my ears, but the sensation in my limb is numb. Only my right eye is functioning adequately. I see Kuzuki's approaching fist. It's like watching someone else block it. My arms feel hollow. I don't have any sensation in them, but I swear I can hear my nerves fraying. His twin swords are in my hands. The Yankanshu and Yin Bakuya. The name of the swords. Even though they were reproduced haphazardly, the swords still present themselves to their owner. But I'm sorry, I can't project you perfectly with my skills. Good. We spring apart. The twin swords that parried 30 strikes shatter, as if to say they can't take anymore. It's not because they lost to Kuzuki's fist. The twin swords disappeared because I couldn't maintain my image of them. The twin swords must have been unexpected as Kuzuki shows hesitation for the first time. Then, a strong wind stirs up in the intersection. Saber. I look towards the wall. Saber must have recovered as she stands. Cast in front of her rapidly steps back. Yes, that's why it was a mistake. Just because she was defeated, it didn't mean that she lost her powers. So there's no way Saber with strong magic resistance could be cornered by Caster. It's Kuzuki's role to finish Saber off. Despite that, Caster made a mistake. She seemed to be planning something, but that excessiveness cost her the chance of victory. Kuzuki retreats. He stands protective of Caster and as a ward against Saber. He makes an apt decision.
Master. いいえ、セイバーは手負いです。あなたなら先ほどのように。
二度通じる相手ではない。侮ったのは私の方だったな。あと一芸手を凝らすべきだった。
Kuzuki is correct. Sarah was was cornered because Kuzuki's attack were unnatural. But that was before. I wouldn't be able to deal with them no matter how many times I saw them, but Saber is already used to them. Tactics are supposed to be unknown to an opponent. Kuzuki's attacks are powerful, but since they are so unique, their exposure renders future attacks followable. The first strike must be fatal. The difference between skills that have been polished to an art form, and a single move that has been trained to the utmost limits.
わかりましたわ、宗一郎。ええ。サーバントである以上、マスターの命令には従わないといけませんものね。
Who was that directed to? She spits in disgust and flutters her robe dramatically. There is nothing after that. After the indigo rope warps around Kuzuki's body, they vanish from the intersection like magic.
やられた。いくらなんでもこうなったらクズキは竜道寺から降りてこない。
After Kaz and Kuzuki disappear, without concern over her wounded chest, Tosaka grits her teeth in regret. I understand how Tosaka feels. At this point, Kuzuki won't come out of the temple. If we are to defeat Caster, we are going to have to take the fight to them this time and make an attack on their territory. But Assassin is the gatekeeper at the temple, and Kuzuki and Caster are not opponents that can be defeated easily. We will be defeated again if we just attack recklessly. Yet we have no other choice but to go to the temple if we want to defeat Caster.
リン、忠告しますが、あの寺はサーバントにとって鬼門です。アーチャーを動員したところで、力押しでは勝機は薄い。私だってあの山がどれぐらい変化ぐらい分かってる。悔しいからってすぐに追いかけたりしないし、あなたのマスターを強攻策になんか巻き込まないわ。ではキャスターを撃つのは諦めると。冗談。やられっぱなしは性に合わないし、何よりキャスターは放っておけない。そのあたりあなたのマスターも同意見だと思うけど。
She turns her gaze towards me. Saber follows Tosaka's lead and looks to me as if there's any question. Of course I can let those two be. Caster's not going to stop collecting magic energy, and her master Kuzuki said he won't stop her either. So it is up to us to stop them. Assassin is still at the temple, but everything will be settled if we defeat Caster's master Kuzuki.
そうね。クズキ先生がおとなしくレイジを消させてくれるとは思えないけど、とにかく取り押さえればなんとかなる。当面はこっちも作戦を立てるしかないわけだけど。
Then, I don't know why, but Tosaka suddenly...
それよりエミヤ君、さっきのは何？あなたの魔術って強化だけじゃなかったの？
Jetzt kommt der Spaß. She asked with a serious expression as if watching an enemy. I'm at a loss. The matchup from earlier, is she asking about reproducing Archer's straws? Well, I'm also surprised that I can do that, but it's not something that ought to earn me that look.
黙ってないで答えなさいよ。前に言ったわよね。俺が使える魔術は強化だけだって。
Well, yeah, the first matchcraft I was able to use was projection, but I was taught to use strengthening instead since projection is inefficient. Wait, did I not tell you about this?
言ってない。頭にくるぐらい聞いてない。
Her glare intensifies. I really don't get why she is so angry with me.
じゃあ聞くけど、あなた、投影魔術は今回が初めてじゃないのね。
Oh, well, I guess not. Whenever I fail at strengthening, I will often use projection to clear my head, but it's not like I was able to conjure anything useful like earlier. I can get them to look similar on the outside, but everything would be empty on the inside.
中身は空っぽ？何？外観だけしか複製しないってこと？
No, well, I would try for the inside too, but it never went well. That's why I'm surprised myself. What I imagined isn't close to the real thing, but those thoughts earlier were pretty close.
じゃあエミヤ君、あなたは強化より先に投影を習得したってこと？
It's more like that was the only thing I could do. But my old man said that was useless and I should change my focus to strengthening.
そうね。私でもきっとそうさせたわ。でもおかしな話よね。 アーチャーの剣をあれだけ長時間複製できるくせに普通のものは投影できない。属性が限られているのかな。汎用性はないけど、ある事柄に関してのみ優れた魔術師ってのもいるし。
Genau so jemand ist Shio Emiya. She starts thinking out loud. Tosaka doesn't try to look at me.
とりあえず今日は帰りましょう。セイバーも自己回復に魔力を使ったようだし、休ませてあげないと。
And she goes home by herself just like that. Wann zieht sie ein? There's no one at home. The hallway is dead silent. My ears might still be screwed up as I can't hear from my own footsteps. The numbness in my limbs won't go away, and I don't feel the ground under my feet. Surprised that I can walk in this condition, I head straight to my room without conversation. Let's not train tonight. You must be tired too, right? You were wounded badly too. Sarah follows me to my room.
いいえ、私の方は問題ありません。回復のためにそれよりシロ、あなたの方こそ体に異常はないのですか？
No, I'm fine. My limbs are still heavy, but I think they're just sore. It should be gone by tomorrow.
わかりました。ですが、もし体が痛むようでしたら声をかけてください。
Yeah, you can wake me up if anything happens. If you get hungry in the middle of the night, I can make you a midnight snack or something. I can't provide Saber with magic energy, so the only thing I can do is make her food to cheer her up.
シロ、くれぐれも無理はしないように。
She heads to the room next to mine. Yeah, I should just go to sleep. I make my bed and lie down. My limbs still feel numb. It might be a side effect of magecraft that I'm not used to, but I feel ready to pass out. No, stupid, I'm actually tired. The ringing in my ears bothers me, but it seems like I will be able to sleep well for the first time in a while. Uff, okay, dem geht's mir gerade nicht so optimal. Würde ich mal so behaupten. I claw at my futon. It feels like molten steel is coming up my throat. Every muscle and bone in my body is screwed. A grinding sound echoes in my numb ears. The sound of creaking bones comes from within me. What is wrong with them? The bones in my limbs are splitting in complaint, and my ribs are squirming as if trying to burst through my chest muscles. Agony runs through my entire body. My body feels like it's being crushed by a massive vice from without, but the pain comes from within. I'm being crushed. I'm being pulled apart. On top of my bed, I squirm like a bug and try to bear the anguish. My forehead is hot. My brain must not be able to bear this pain. It burns like a sauna. I no longer care if this is compensation for using magecraft beyond me, or if this is the abnormality that Saber warned me about. But for some reason I don't want to call to Saber for help. I don't want to worry her over something like this. I have to handle it myself. That's just how it should be. I desperately suppress every groan as I sweat profusely. The clock that I look over at absently is not even at midnight. It would be easier if I just go to sleep, but I'm sure this pain will wake me up even if I do so. I'm going into a daze. My consciousness is fading away. The pain should go away once the sun comes up, but until then, the fact that I have to bear this pain for 7 more hours is like a nightmare. Hey. Ich würde aber sagen, dass ich Hier habe ich noch keine Informationen weiter. Hatte ich bei... Hier ist, glaube ich, auch nichts Neues. Vielleicht bei dem... Also preferred twin swords, their rank is no if it doesn't SC minus, they are married swords with a strong bond set to return to them, to their owner no matter what, even if they are lost due to some kind of trouble. Kancho and Bakuya perform well as swords, but they are also useful as magical or ritual weapons. When equipped together, the resistance to both magic and physical attacks improves. There's also a warding against evil engravements on the blades, perhaps reflecting Archer's personal taste. Crane wings ever interact. Climb Taishin with spirit and skill, cross the Yellow River, and with spirit and skill, dedicate a name to heaven. Let two great men share a life. Ich glaube, ich glaube, mehr Informationen haben wir hier nicht bekommen. Gut, dann würde ich sagen, beende ich hier an dem Punkt diese Folge. Vielen Dank fürs Zuschauen und bis zum nächsten Mal. Ciao.